They were out on the hottest day of the year. This is what happened.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, everybody. Happy Thursday to you all. It is Thursday, 9th of April, 2026, and it is day 53 on the Chilli Grow Up. Now, we had record temperature for this year, for 2026 yesterday. It was about 21, 22 for most of the day. I think it peaked about 23, 24. It was hot in comparison to what we've been used to. So it was a bit of a stress test for these plants. They had 2 hours outside. So we're going to have a little look through and make sure they're all okay. Some were already a bit stressed, but you know, this is the survival part for them, whether they're going to make it or not. Having a look through at first glance, as you can see, I'm pretty sure most of these are absolutely fine. But let's have a little look and see for ourselves whether they've done okay or they need more time under the light. Just a general checkup on the stems, the leaves, the roots. Just make sure they're all okay. Other than that, I hope you're doing awesome and having a great week so far, having a great Thursday. We're doing great. Me and Miss Lucy Lou are doing awesome, aren't you, kid? You're having a nice snooze, are you? I'll let you get back to having a snooze, kiddo. We are going to check these chili plants and get into day 53. Let's do this. Let's start off with the striped peppers. All seem to be doing very, very well. There's one that's got a little bit of concern, but we'll check through these shortly. Let's start off with the Sugar Rush Peach Stripey. The one here. The leaves are looking great. Good stem. Second one. Lovely, lots of new shoots coming through as well. Here's the third. Just a support to prop it. And here is the fourth, looking incredible. Just huge, look at it. Super nice stem. Lots of new shoots. And plenty of roots. Really nice on the Sugar Rush Peach Stripey. With these Zebrange, now there is one that I was a little concerned about. I think he's going to do okay, but firstly the leaf here. It's pretty much... it's all like wet, slimy. I don't know if it's been bashed, knocked, the sun, I'm not sure. The seed leaves have dropped. Stem seems alright, but you know, apart from that one, for example, let's have a look at this one. Looking just beautiful. Needs to be tilted towards the light, but it needs up right about there. We can sort that shortly. Here is a third. Just beautiful, lovely stem. So fourth in the middle. Just got a support cane just to prop it because the leaves were so big it was drooping. And yeah, they've got the four there. Let's have a look at this one. I busted a leaf there. That was me with the cable tie. Let's see where the roots are. Yeah, making their way down. Nothing on the bottom just yet, but they're doing good. Next up we have Tabascos. Got the 3 here. Now 2 of them are just propped on the support canes, just something to lean on. This one does have a couple of ties because it was really flopping over, but the leaves have done so well now. See, straightening up now, doing okay. Our roots are making their way right down. So look at this one. Yeah, looking lovely. This one's probably the most productive, so let's have a quick check here. See, solid stem is just I wanted something to support it on. Something for it to lean on. And those roots are making their way down. Right to the bottom, look. Lovely stuff on the Tabasco. Carolina Reaper, the Super Hots. I've got 3 of them and they're all doing great. Super happy with the results of these. We've got one there, one right here, and a third one there. This one's a little bit shorter than the rest, but the leaves are looking okay. They're coming along nicely. Let's have a look at this bigger one here and we'll see what happens on the roots. Let's have a quick check. Yeah. Oh, there we go, right down to the bottom. Wonderful, wonderful. The Carolina Reaper. Next, super hot, the Armageddons. I've got 2 in the cups, 1 potted, 1 transplanted there. So here's the first one, looking good, bit short. Look at this one, just flying, doing so well. Lovely stem, lots of new shoots coming through, lovely solid stem there. And look at this root system, right down to the bottom. Definitely gonna need a transplant very, very soon on at least this one, the Armageddon. Kashmiri Merch, I've got 3 potted and at the back 3 on the cups. Let's have a look at the potted first. Now this one's just propped on the cane, just leaning, it's doing really, really well. Perfect leaves. This one's just something to lean on, doesn't even really need it, look, doing great. This one, the leaves were super curled over, super crisp, and as you can see, they've kind of opened back up now. They're looking good. So let's move these around quickly, and then we can have a little look at these cupped Kashmiri Merch. So this one first, doesn't have a support cane or anything. It's doing all right, a little bit lopsided, but lots of new little shoots coming out the stem. Exciting stuff. And a lovely root system. Where is it? It's starting there. It's making its way down. Looking lovely. Now these 2 have got canes and support. Leaves have drastically improved on that one, even though there's a couple of ones that were drooping. And this one as well had a bit curly leaves, but they're doing okay. And the roots look right down to the bottom. It's starting to collect around the bottom, look. Just excellent. Kashmiri habaneros. Just the two little habaneros. Here's the first one. A little bit of yellowing on the leaf, but I think that could be a little splash of the diluted fertilizer, potentially. Obviously no roots yet with the plant this small. Well, not enough roots, but here's the second one. Leaning a little bit. There we go, it's hooked up on the cup. Solid stem though. New shoots coming up at the top. Time will tell on these habaneros. Here is the Zimbabwe Black. Solid stem. Lovely, perfect leaves. A little bit of a turn on the tips there of these 2. But look at this. So much new activity down on the stem. Really, really nice. It's going to be a super bushy plant. The roots are just making their way down to the bottom. Looking awesome on the Zimbabwe Black. The Sweet Banana. Looking good. Feel so bad, I knocked that leaf, that's my own fault. A little bit tilted, as you can see on the stem, a little bit of a curve on it. But we can just prop that and let it bend itself back towards the light. Absolutely fine. Super dark leaves, nice straight leaves. And decent root system too, look. Beautiful stuff on the Sweet Banana. Moving on to the Cayennes next, I have the 4 potted here and then the 2 in the cups. Let's have a look at the transplant potted. This one's doing excellent, look, just propping against a support cane. This one does have a tine there, just loosely on there. There we go, just loosely on. As with this one, but they're looking good. This one a little bit sad on the leaves, probably the least productive or the most concerning, shall we say, but looking good. And in the cups, a couple of little cable ties on this one to straighten them up, as with this one. But look at it, just lovely, really, really nice. Good root system, coming along nicely for the Cayennes. Buena Mulatas are next up. Here's our first one, just propped against the support cane. Very slim stem. Bit worried, but still going. Leaves look alright, you know. This one's doing way better, as you can see. Lovely stem, lots of new shoots and leaves coming out the bottom there. Just marvellous. As with this one, just propped up against the cane there. Lovely leaves. Most of the purple's gone out of it, but look at those roots. Just excellent. I think they'll be alright on the Buena Mulata. Here we have the dream catchers. I've got 5 of these. Here's the first one. A little bit, I'd say, sun scalded. Little bits of, could just be the leaf markings, but so much going on in there. Look, very nice. Next up's this one. I think a little bit of sun scalding on the leaves here and here. Lots of activity and a good solid stem. Let's go on to this one next. Lovely, look at all those. Just excellent. Here's another, still got all of its lovely markings. Doing alright, but let's have a look closer at this one. Just beautiful. Really nice. Roots are going right down. Just about going to hit the bottom. Super stuff on the dream catchers. The poblanos are next. Here's our first one. Had super droopy leaves the other day and they're perked right up. Look, really nice. Stem's a bit supple still, but doing okay. Where are those roots? Right to the bottom, look. Sticking out the bottom. Just perfect. Let's have a look at this one. It's a bit bigger. Lovely. Nice solid stem. Great leaves. And what a root system. So we'll need transplanting very soon. The poblanos. The black jalapenos. It's the first one. Very slim and very leggy, and those seed leaves have gone. But top leaves looking alright, true leaves looking good. Obviously no root system showing just yet. Let's have a look at this one. Just propped and supported so it doesn't go anywhere. There's roots about there, look. They get in there. Just slow movers, I suppose, for the jalapenos. The black jalapenos. We're checking out the ghost peppers. Got 3 of these here. It's the first one. There's a bit of sun scalding, I think that is. But doing okay. Did put very little, look, it's just hanging there just to keep it together. Doing alright. Second one, just a little twister to keep it together. I'm not sure what's happened with that one, but the rest of the leaves, they're looking alright. And a lovely root system there, look. Let's check out this third one. Beautiful. Just propped so it doesn't go anywhere. A lovely thick stem. And what a beautiful system there. Really nice. Just hitting the bottom, look. Ghost pepper. Jalapenos. I've got 1 potted and 1 in its cup. Let's have a look at the one in its cup. Doesn't need any ties, just the bottom was a bit wonky on its legs, look. So just to keep it still. The leaves were super droopy, they're starting to perk up, nice and green. And lovely roots, decent roots there, look. Doing awesome. Now this one was a little bit sad. Tied him up, doing okay. Lovely. The jalapenos on the large orange tie. I've got 1 potted and 2 in the cups. Let's have a look at this one first. Just rested on the support. The leaves are doing all right. A little bit droopy. Nothing on the roots just yet. Look at this one. This one is just crazy tall. All the way up there. Just crazy. Now these leaves are a little bit turned, a little bit crisp. I think it's a bit too much sun, or maybe a bit too much direct sun, or the wind from the other week or the other day. But a good root system. Look at that, all the way down, poking out the bottom. And then we have our potted one. Did have to tie it up. It's looking a bit sad, but better than what it was. So that's okay. Still alive, still kicking with the large orange tie. Let's check out the Scotch Bonnet MOA. So we've got 4 in the cups and the one had been potted. Transplanted way too soon. That's probably why it's the smallest one we have here. Here's the first one. A little bit of tie because it was super wonky. So a little bit of support there. And no roots just yet. That's coming along. This one, however, beautiful. Solid stem, coming along nicely. And here are the roots. There they are. Lovely stuff. This one, a little bit leggy, a little bit flimsy, but very nice leaves. Let's see what happens there. Check this one out. Just perfect. Perfect. Decent stem. And what a root system. Wow. Just fantastic. And then we have our little small, transplanted too soon. He's doing okay. Been set back a bit, but one day at a time for the Scotch Bonnet MOA. Couple of transplanted Armageddons for you next. Transplanted too soon for sure, but here's the first one, just solid, looking lovely. And the second one, this one is blooming. Really nice, short but super broad leaves, super bushy. Really nice on these Armageddons. I have the 2 Padrones. Now this one I'm a bit worried about. Seems like he's a bit frazzled. Super droopy before I had to put the support cane. The leaves curled up. Now I think these done better. We're looking better now than they were before, but I'm not too sure about these. I think they're too far gone. But let's wait and see. On the plus side, this other Padrone is doing excellent. Really nice. Nice, solid. Well, a bit floppy, but can hold its own. Yeah, really nice there. So hopefully that's okay. Nothing growing out the bottom. But yeah, time will tell on these Padrones. Alright, all of the plants have been rotated, checked, sorted out, and put back in the right positions for them to bend towards the light. So looking through, I think we can all agree that there's a couple that got a bit bashed with the sun, but they're on the repair. They're sorting themselves out. I don't think there's any like permanent damage or long-lasting damage. Some of them may be set back a little bit, but they're all alive, they're all doing well. Some just a little stressed, but the major majority are thriving. As you can see, just gotta make sure that all the lights are okay, not too low. And we can put this blue light on, because it's blue light for vegetation. There we go. That wraps up day 53. I'm at 61 subscribers. I cannot get over it. Thank you all. Anyone that's watching, wherever you are in the world, thank you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this. It means the world to Lucy and I. We'll keep rocking these chilies. Get them all big and strong. Lots of pods from seed to harvest. Growing these peppers. It's given me so much drive. New lease of life, shall we say. And I cannot thank you all enough, because even though I was planning on documenting all of this, I just thought, let's put it on YouTube, and no one's going to watch. No one gives 2 hoots. No one cares. I'm very surprised, and I just really appreciate it, because there's not enough care in the world. Everybody's too busy to think about anybody else. But that's why I always say at the end of our videos, Thank you all so much. You take care of yourselves. Make sure you look after me, myself, and I, because nobody's going to throw you a lifeline if you're drowning. You take care of yourselves. Thank you all. Have a lovely week, and we will see you tomorrow. See you Friday for day 54. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.